Sorry, was I not, was I muted the whole time? I was just explaining how we got to this stage. I apologize. I hope you can hear me now, if that's any better. So yes, our qualified bots, I was just explaining while I was completely muted and no one could hear me. Eris, Micro Machine, Ketrock, Benbot BC, Sharkbot, Zozo, Zoe, no, not Zoe, sorry, Karinana, Dominion Dog, Sharpened Edge, Azina, Nikolai, and 12 Pool Bot and Tia both had exactly the same MMR rating. So we decided the only way to solve this tie was with a best of 5 tiebreaker, which we are going to play out for you very, very soon. Apparently, it's pronounced Nikolagi. Nikolagi or Nicolage. Nicolage. Either way, he's qualified. Brilliant bot. Good to have him on the tournament. And I'm sure by the time we actually get to casting his games, we will have figured out exactly how to pronounce him. So, all right. Let's get on with a bit of business. We are about to show the first game. Let me just check. I have all the replays queued up, which I do. I will get the first game up and ready to go. So yes, Tia is playing random, and of course, PhantomBot is playing as a Zerg. Both have had a lot of updates. Actually, there's been a little bit of an update war going on over the last few days because Tia submitted a bot, and then Phantom submitted like an update, and then Tia's been like, "No, I need to update on top of that," and it's like so. But we've got there at the end. So both are having a little bit of an update war. We'll see who comes out on top. So this is it's gonna be fun. All right, let's get the game up. Cool. So down in the bottom left, it is Tia spawning as Terran, and up in the top right, PhantomBot, our Zergbot, sending out his first Overlord to be right here. Normally, he'd probably want to send that over the other side of the map, but he's deciding that no, it's not a good idea. Yep. Good luck, have fun to both these bots. Yeah, so pretty standard start. Both bots have got the speed mining going. APM is slightly higher for Tia at the moment, so normally you'd actually expect it to be slightly higher for Zerg, I imagine, but that's pretty good. PhantomBot is written in Python, by the way, so whereas Tia is a .NET bot, and I think we've got a few .NET bots now, actually. Oh, by the way, I think I can't remember who it was. Someone was asking about .NET version 7. So I believe we can put .NET version 7 on the ladder. So hopefully we'll get that sorted in time for the next season. Next season will be starting probably in about a week's time. But yes, do generally poke myself and Laddie for that. We'll be hopefully sorting that out. We've had a bunch of new updates on the site. There's been a lot of new features. We're going to have hopefully things running a bit more efficiently. We've closed the flat 48 now, so flat 48 is no longer running. Hopefully that means that it should... Wait, so you want me to turn my sound up? Do you want me to turn my sound up or the sound on the game down? Because I can turn that down. Oh, I want the production tab. Yay. There we go. 7 roaches in production. Oh god, I think I know what's coming. I think we all know what's coming, right? Yep, PhantomBot's gonna send first 3, 4 roaches coming out now. So what's in production? A few Hellions for tier, so not exactly the greatest counter to roaches, but hopefully not too bad. A couple of Marauders on the way as well, so that should be good. But these roaches are about to arrive. So wall off from there. Ooh, this doesn't look too good. Those roaches are taking a lot of damage initially. There's not much damage coming down onto the supply depots. Although a few of those workers are getting taken down. Tier is losing a lot of workers here. So it's down to 19 to 25, but the initial roach rush was repelled. So now comes a queen and a few lings. No speed on the lings yet, although I believe that's on the way. So more speedlings. And for tier, it's just trying to stock up on the workers. But just the 3 Marauders and 2 Hellions, see if they can hold this. They should be able to hold those against the Zerglings. Oh, those Zerglings are toast. And that was just a waste. What I would say though is Tier's still on just the 1 base. PhantomBot's got his 3rd one on the way. There is a 2nd CC on the way for Tier as well, so yeah, hopefully if he can get that up, he should be able to stabilize. But I'm not sure how many Zerglings there are. It seems just a massive APM. PhantomBot has 60,000 APM, and all of it is concentrated on just throwing those like Zerglings right into a mesh right next to that hatchery. That does. It's making a nasty mess of my screen, if nothing else. Oh wow! So more Zerglings coming across the map, but again, there's now a tank there, so I don't know how successful that's going to be. So this goes up again, and that tank is just going to make a mess of these Zerglings. There is a bit of damage going down there. There's roaches on the way as well. It'd do so much better if he was to really sync the attacks up, like have the Zerglings rush in at the same time. But yeah, I mean, hopefully he might have trouble protecting the 2nd CC though. So we have more and more roaches and Zerglings coming down. Well, the roaches decide to back off for the moment. Yeah, so I think if Tier can secure this location here and survive the next attack, he's got a really good chance. But again, we're talking 4 base to 2 at the moment. Worker count is still not too bad. It's still in PhantomBot's favour, but obviously Tier's going to have mules and things like that to catch up. So nothing too much to worry about there. And a 3rd CC on the way now for Tier. I think this might be an overstretch, especially with this attack coming down here. Oh, as all of the... Oh wow, this tank got caught outside the thing. The tank's going to go down. All the Hellions are going to go down. And this attack up here is going to take out the Marauders. I think Tier might be in real trouble. Bunch of workers are gone. And all of Tier's fighting units outside of the main are gone. Like 9 army supply, I'm not sure where that's at. Like, oh well, there's 2 tanks coming in. That wasn't the best idea, tanks, I'm sorry. Like yeah. Yeah, who's ever in command of that tank is gonna be like, yeah, we can just walk into Zerglings, right? So yeah, this is a really good start to this series for PhantomBot. I think again those Zerglings are kind of suiciding themselves onto there, but if you look at the income, Tier isn't really mining anything right now. All those workers are dedicated to repairing, but there's no minerals to repair. So, yeah, just get there's 0 minerals to repair here for Tier. So, yeah, I think this might be going into a PhantomBot victory for the moment. So there's a mule coming down, or 2 mules. Was that? No, just 1. I don't know why this tank isn't in siege mode, unless he's scared of... Oh, there we go. I'm saying he might... Oh, the tank's going to take out the supply depot. No! No, dear, that was your last saving grace. Although, yeah. So 8 workers to 84 now. Tier's in real trouble. I think he... I think that tank taking out the supply depot was probably the last straw there. Yeah, maybe not the best units. Alright, I am going to call this done. I think PhantomBot has taken this. Tier is not really mining at all, so there's no real army there. So GG, PhantomBot does take the lead here in this tiebreak series. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. Yeah, so I'm not sure why the yes, morphing into some Brood Lords now. GG guys. Okay, let's have a look at game 2 while we're there. So yeah, PhantomBot with the early Roach Rush really comes in strong there. Tier did have the nice wall off to stop it, but couldn't really expand and couldn't really get out of that. So yeah, GG guys. Let's have a look and see if we can get the second game up. There we go. Okay, Tier again spawning as Terran. In the top right hand corner. And in the bottom left, it is Zerg. I may have been wrong here. I'm not sure if Tier submitted his Terran bot. It's entirely possible. Yeah, it wouldn't matter either way from a rules point of view. He could have done either. So, yep, that's perfectly fine. And yeah, so again, I think we're probably going to get quite a similar game to last time. I wouldn't be surprised. Good luck, have fun from Tier. Always one of our most polite bots on the ladder, that's what I would say for Tier. Some of his strategies haven't in the past been the most polite, I would say, but you know, certainly from a chat point of view, he is definitely a polite bot, so we congratulate him for that. Yeah. So again, the Overlord coming across, seeing what's happening. And if it is a very similar strategy, I think from Tier's point of view, it's just all about trying to establish that natural position and trying to kind of just making sure you've got 2 mining bases, and then from there you should have enough production to hold off the rush. But we'll see. As we get a nice little scout here. Yeah. Lone Marine standing there on his own. Like, I will hold off the swarm, just me. I am the only army you'll ever need. Well, actually, maybe not. You may need more than him. I'm sorry, dear. But that's a good guard, it's fine. We'll keep an eye on him. Meanwhile, yep, Roach Warren is out, and 7 roaches in the production tab for PhantomBot. So let's see how this goes. Probably. So there we go with a 2, 3. So 4 is initial pack here. And they will just be wandering across. Okay, so Marine has his Marauder buddy now, and the Hellion. It probably will be okay. 2 Marauders now. Marauders are very, very good against roaches. One of the best units in the game to have against roaches, in fact. So, yeah, it does look as though we're doing exactly the same build, but I think... Oh no! Tyr can't close his supply depot, which might be a problem. Ah, there he goes. And this time it looks like all the roaches are going down. Yeah. And a nice hold there from Tyr. And sending across the Zerglings, which probably not going to do much good either. But again, the important thing is not this stage of the game. The important thing is basically to try and establish that second position. And Tyr doesn't have the CC on the way now. Really needs to get that started. If he gets that secured while he's got this army and PhantomBot is still only on 2 bases, then Tyr is going to be in for a very, very good game. If he can't do that, then unfortunately, that's what the Swarm needs to do. It's basically stop him from securing that second position. And PhantomBot would do a lot better if he tried to group up his army and kind of like, okay, so we got a Ravager out as well. Ravagers would do very well in this position. And again, we see all of the APM. 80,000 APM and all centered around this bit here. Good job, guys. That's good use of your APM. It's like, we must get as close as possible to this hatchery. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So Tyr did not lose a lot of workers, you're right, in the early push, which I think he did last time. And Starport's on the way as well. There's nothing that... Ooh, okay, the Zerglings have got in! The supply depots haven't been able to be closed, and the Zerglings are in the main base and are causing absolute havoc. This could be devastating for Tyr here. Oh, the tank stays alive, and I think they're cleared up, but a bit of a cost there. So I was well dealt with by Tyr after the initial problems of letting Zerglings in, but you know, how much damage has this really done? The army was taken down. Okay, so Tyr does hold. A very, very, very dodgy moment, and that's a bad position to siege up a tank on, right on top of your supply depot, especially if you're facing a bunch of Zerglings coming in. That's really bad right there, because that's going to stop you bringing up that supply depot, possibly that supply depot as well, but I think you should be okay there. But yeah, if Zerglings get in around that tank and take the tank out, then there's no way you can bring up the supply depot, and the Zerglings are going to just pour into your base. So you really have got to either move that, or you've got to protect it well. And you know, so we do have another attack coming in from PhantomBot here. And again, what these attacks are doing is basically stopping Tyr from expanding. And that was a very, very good hold there. Oh, don't go out too far. Tyr's units are I'm pulling back, and this could be a mistake. I think he's okay, but yeah, certainly it's risky. I would put it that far. And now they're fighting out of range of the tanks, so so that's well held. And now he's got 3 tanks sieged up on those supply depots. But the command center or the orbital command is currently morphing there, and he's not moving it down to the low ground. I don't know why. He needs to secure that second base location, especially as the resources here are starting to dry up. Yeah. So PhantomBot now on 4 mining bases, and this area here is going to dry up very quickly. Oh, and they're having a lot of trouble finding a mineral patch to mine from. So you've got what? 43 workers for tier, just mining from like 6 patches. Right. Tier, bring your orbital command down here. Bring the CC down. Come on. And another attack in, maybe? No. There's got to be some bug there, surely, I think. Oh, here we go. That's bringing it down now. Maybe it's just scared with all the units there, but doesn't seem to be. So now the army comes out to try to protect this, and hopefully now all those tanks coming down, I think he should be able to hold this relatively easily. Yeah, those roaches aren't getting much done, but they don't even seem to be attacking those units, so that's good for tier. Establishes the second base. But there's a rather large army coming out from Phantom. Although you're attacking into like 5 tanks there, so yeah, you've got 6 tanks, so yeah, it's going to be very, very hard for Phantom to attack into that blob right there. And you've got the Liberator there as well, which isn't sieged up at the moment. Although where are they going? Oh no, they start to move out. Got 2 Liberators though, so it should be good. And the tanks are just shelling on top of these Hydras. Oof. That was a good trade there for tier. So this mineral patch will dry up, but luckily tier now is mining from a second base. Oh, and ghosts are coming out with the snipes as well. So yeah, I think I see a tier's tactic, and tier is working. But yeah, you're stuck on 2 bases now, which is better than the 1. But again, it's oh no, Phantom! Don't just stream all of your units straight into these tanks. No, no, Phantom! What are you doing? No! Oh. Again, just streaming units in. I mean, look at that losses tab. It's like 7,800 to 16. That's crazy. So now there is a 3rd base being spawned there from tier. I think tier might have this. Like, in terms of efficiency, that's a crazy, crazy stat. Like, you would not want to be a Zerg unit in this. No, no, Phantom, what? Did you not see those tanks? base is still pretty close though, because you've got like 5 bases from Phantom now, and pretty much every other base is now covered with creeps. So I don't know how well Tier deals with that. It's certainly not impossible. We've seen lots of bots have problems if expansion location is covered with creep, but you know they have problems clearing that out. So this base is now almost ready to go, and yeah, that Liberator is going to go down. Oh no, it isn't. So transferring all the workers across there. So that should enable him to build up a new army. Now, all we've seen so far in this series is Tier in defense. We haven't seen Tier on the offense at all this series. So, really nice snipes there. I don't know if I don't know how well Tier does offense. We will see as he's starting to move out. Decided that sitting home was kind of boring, right? But he is losing a fair bit of army. You know, I mean, even though Tier is only on like 3 bases to the 6 or so, given the amount of losses suffered by each bot, then you'd imagine Tier would have the superior army right now, and certainly that looks like the way it's playing out. So. Although there's a few corruptors coming out. I think we saw last time right at the end that Phantom was going for Broodlords. So Broodlords against, as we see again, oh, can they protect this Broodlord cocoon? Because if they can, then that Broodlord will spawn with full health. So, yeah, Broodlords here would actually be quite effective, I think. We shall see, especially with the Hydras on the ground to protect them, as the Broodlord does spawn. Ooh, this is going to be devastating to those tanks, those Broodlords, Broodlings, I think they're called, will basically completely destroy them. And there's nothing really that fires up here for Tier either, so... yeah. Has Tier got any response to these Broodlords? I think is the problem. There's nothing really that fires up apart from... Like, yeah, there's nothing in Tier's army apart from the Ghosts that really fires up, and a few splattering of Marines, but, you know, nothing massive at the moment. So this could be the secret to breaking Tier, these Broodlords. And I think it comes down to Tier not attacking early enough. Like, now we have some problems with these Broodlords. If Tier... Oh, wait, we've got the Ghosts. Are they going to be able to snipe down all the Broodlords? Nice snipes there. That's good. Oh, no, that's the wrong place to cocoon there, Phantom. So... there is a stage you get to when you get a number of mass Broodlords that, like, again, nice snipe. These Ghosts don't actually have cloaking upgrade at the moment, so I think they'd be a lot more effective if they did. As another Ghost goes down. I don't think that Ghost got his snipe off because I think he was being attacked. Yes, so if these Ghosts had cloaking, like, there would be nothing that PhantomBot could do about that. The fact that they don't is the only thing that's saving PhantomBot at the moment. But again, there's nothing really in this army that fires up. It needs more ghosts, more marines, anything. Marines would probably, you know, Thors would be a great counter to this. I'm not sure if Tyr has it in him to build lots of Thors. Yeah. All those workers are going to get absolutely destroyed by the Broodlords there, but they are providing a good meat shield. But a meat shield for what is the problem? Yeah, there's nothing really mining there, and Tyr's resources are getting dangerously low. I think PhantomBot might have game 2 here. Are we going to see a clean sweep from Phantom? Oh, nice snipe there on the Broodlords. But yeah, there's really nothing that Tyr can do here. That planetary fortress is going down, and I'm about ready to call it, guys. Yep, there's no mining here at all for Tyr. And I think if that last ghost goes down, which it does, then yeah, I think we are done, guys. 2-0 to Phantom. Congratulations, PhantomBot. 2-0, but we are in a best of 5 situation, so let's have a look at game 3. GG's, guys. Gonna get game 3 loaded up in just a second. We are going to be on Hardwire this time. And okay, one sec. All right, in the bottom left, we have Tia. And top right, it is PhantomBot. 2-0 up, looking for a clean sweep into the tournament here. I don't think we're going to be seeing a lot of variation here, guys. We're probably going to be seeing 3 very similar games here. I'm not sure how many different builds Tyr has. PhantomBot has just won with the same build twice, so there is not much chance of PhantomBot changing strategy here, I don't think. Again, yeah, so immediately after this game or this series, we will have the draw for the full tournament. We're going to be drawing groups of 3, and essentially 4 groups of 3, top 2 from each qualify into a knockout bracket where we'll do quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals, obviously. I just need to find my box of rabbits. If you've never seen our tournament draw before, they're done by rabbits. I will explain later, don't worry. It's a very complex process where rabbits jump out of a tin and tell you who they're going to be playing. So, but stay tuned for our rabbits. Again, PhantomBot going with the Roach Warren. And it's a very nice setup here for Tyr. It's got 3 supply depots, and he did have a slight disaster last time, so there is hope for Tyr. It's essentially, I think it would have gone a lot better for him if he hadn't have had those Zerglings just crash into the main at that particular time and wipe out most of his army, but we'll see. Yep, so again, production, 7 roaches in production. And here they come. Okay. And now for that Phantom going with some more Zerglings. Yeah, again, I don't think this attack has too much chance of destroying everything, but we'll see. Bots are very good at getting supply depots up in time, normally, unless of course something is on top of them. And no one's good at getting supply depots up when something's on top of them. Ooh, what's happening here? So it looks like the roaches have gone down into the side there and not even... Oh, this is not good. Yep, so the roaches basically have detected there's no way into the main base. So for some reason, so basically the nearest they've got is to come down here and get as close as possible. That's basically them moving into the base. And that's caused that problem. Not a good start for PhantomBot, unfortunately, but we'll see if the next wave is any more successful. Yep. So next wave is usually a few Zerglings, which get nicely toasted, and Tia will be sitting there eating toasted Zergling. I don't know how toasted Zerglings tastes, but apparently Tia will know very soon, if he doesn't know already from the first 2 games. Oh, not quite so toasted Zergling. Well, Zerglings do escape with their lives. That's good. No one likes to see dead Zerglings. Well, actually, people do like to see dead Zerglings, but yeah. And what is this SCV doing? Why is he building a starport on the low ground? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Command center is being built. That's an interesting one, though. Sorry, Yuki. One was asking his deployment schedule. There is on the wiki, so essentially the tournament schedule is next Thursday will be the submission date for the bots. The first round of groups will be streamed on the following Saturday and Sunday. Sorry, one sec. The week after that will be the second round of groups. After that, the authors will be able to submit an update, and that will be on the following Thursday. And then the week after that will be the quarterfinals, and the week after that will be Saturday and Sunday streams will be the semi-finals and finals. I don't have the exact date on me, but if you look at the wiki on Sc2AI.net, then it will all be on there. So Tier is securing a base a lot earlier than they did last time, and it looks like this attack is going to fall pretty flat. So looking at a lot better for Tier this game, I have to say. And hopefully it... So yeah, a few tanks secured there, and although that tank does look in a lot of danger, but it does survive. And is going to get nicely repaired. Oh, but don't unsiege just yet! Oh wait, okay, they should be unsieged. We've got 1 siege tank still. But yeah, looks like he's going to survive this wave. There's not much more coming up at the moment from Phantom, which is good. And third base on the way. So Tier is definitely doing a lot better this time. So, yeah. Tier is security is second base, third base well on the way. And this is something that he hasn't happened in either of the previous two games. He did get his third base last time, but it was under extreme pressure and didn't really mind from it. So, yeah. And Phantom looks like he's just going to walk these poor little Hydras straight into a line of siege tanks. No, 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 no. Do not walk to your death. Well, unless you're a Tier fan, in which case, yeah. So, although he is grouping them up quite a bit, which is good. I still don't understand why he's got this starport on the low ground. I think that must be a bug. So yeah, well dealt with there by Tier. Tier does have a fairly significant army lead, and yeah, so I think if he were to launch an attack now, it'd probably be pretty successful. But that's something that Tier hasn't really done in the past two games. It's really kind of like go on the offensive. We saw him briefly in the last game, but it wasn't really a full-on attack. So I don't know what the trigger would be. Some bots have a trigger of going up to 200 supply. If that's the case with Tier, we might be here a little while, guys, but I'm not entirely certain. Some nice snipes there from the ghosts. It's always good when you can trade out like a single ability from one unit for an entire different unit. Especially these Hydras. These are not cheap units, these Hydras. And it looks like he's just suiciding them all in. So now a fourth base from Tier. Some nice little repairs from the SCVs. Although those Hydras are not going to do well. The ones over on the other side might have done a bit better, but it doesn't look like it. So I think Tier wants to go on the offensive, but it looks like Phantom's just kind of like streaming in units at the moment and keeping him back. But yeah. So one tank does go down, but at the cost of all these Hydras, I don't think it's worth it. Again, looking at that units lost tab, it's a good 6-1. That's a problem for PhantomBot. Okay, Tier is saying that it won't go on the offensive till it's nearly maxed out. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I mean, at the moment it doesn't need to. It's being so efficient. It can just take all the punches that PhantomBot wants to throw at it, and it's on 4 bases. It's gonna be fine. It's just sit back, take the punches, wait until they're all punched out, and then go on the offensive again. Now these Broodlords are going to be a problem, but if you've got enough ghosts, one thing I think would be extremely good for Tier to have was be the personal cloaking for the ghosts. But it doesn't look like they have that for the moment. But obviously, with the Hellbats and the ghosts there, if you have the Hellbats, the Broodlings aren't going to be a problem. And if you have the ghosts, the Broodlords are going to be very, very dead. So, yeah. Probably makes sense for Tier just to sit back a little bit and take any punches that come their way. So here we have a few Broodlords, but the Broodlords are all getting caught, so they won't morph. And we now have 2 more bases on the way for Tier. Oh, nice little trade there. There is a Broodlord out, but it's going to get swiftly dealt with. So tier is at 199 now, so I think we are seeing the move out. 120 army supply compared to the 54 for PhantomBot. Nice snipes on the Broodlords. So we might have ourselves a series, guys. Tier looks like he's on the way for a comeback here. Yeah, I don't see any way of PhantomBot really surviving this. As the natural is taken down. There's not a lot of army left for PhantomBot. So Infestation Pit is going to go down as well. Yeah, so taking out the main base. Where's PhantomBot's army? Like, I think it's there, and there's no army here. So yeah, I may have to call this. Where is the army? Like, you know, we've got 2 Broodlords around. Alright, so I think I'm going to call this one done, guys. Tier is going to make his way back in the series. 2-1. What a fun game. Yeah, GG's. Just wait for Tier to do the long cleanup, which it is a really long cleanup here. But yeah, so Tier does take his time to come out and attack, but once he attacks, it's decisive. And yep, no more hope there. Oh, PhantomBot is morphing a few bits in there, but I don't think that's really going to help him. GG. Okay, 2-1. Let's get game 4 up and running. Right. Okay. Well, just when you thought it was going to be an easy 3-0 for Phantom, no, Tier comes back and takes the fight to PhantomBot, and we are into a 4th game. So here, spawning down in the bottom right, it is Tier. And PhantomBot spawning as Zerg up in the top left. It is on Moondance. So will the back base make a difference here, I wonder? Maybe Tier can secure that. It is a lower amount of resources, but definitely worth taking, especially if you're under a bit of siege. Yeah, so again here we're going to be seeing pretty much a replay of exactly what we saw in the previous 2 games. Not sure if Phantom wants to change tactics anytime soon. Another GLHF from Tier. Always good to see. Right. And Roach Warren on the way again. Yep. Barracks and 3 supply depots. I think we've seen this somewhere before, guys. Maybe. So, yeah. So the scores at the bottom there for you. It is 2-1 to PhantomBot. PhantomBot just needs this single map to advance into the tournament proper. So I think it's a slightly shorter rush distance on this map. I might be wrong. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference because by the time the roaches get over there, I think it's already set. So what PhantomBot needs is just to not have these supply depots go up immediately so his roaches can get onto the ramp. I think they got a bit confused last time and ended up going down into a little area here where they just got ripped to pieces. So here we go, the first 7 roaches coming across. Still quite early. So, and the setup here is pretty much what we've seen before. We've got the couple of Marines, couple of Marauders, a Hellion. So we'll see how fast they take out these. If they can take out a few workers as well, I think it will be a good thing. So yeah, a few workers going down here, not too many. So Tier's doing a good job at pulling them back, and yeah, a few roaches saved from Phantom. So considering the starts we've seen, I think that's an okay start from PhantomBot. Obviously, would have preferred not to have lost anything, but yeah, all good. And now we see the mass APM from PhantomBot. 60,000 APM was it? Yeah, 60,000 APM just trying to get closer to that damn that hatchery. Oh, there we go. Down to 10,000 APM again. A sensible level. So a lot of Zerglings pouring across. Are they going to get in? Nope. All being turned into roast Zergling. So yeah, I think a couple of workers did get taken out there by the roach, up on the high ground. But yeah, this is not a successful attack here by any means from Phantom. Is he going to save that roach? Nope. No, that roach is going to get blown up. Yeah, you're going to see nasty roach innards all around the map, and oh god, Zerglings, what are you doing? I mean, they're small, so they don't have much of a brain, right? You know, it's but still, you know. And Tier now securing this expansion. So I think this is looking good again for Tier. I think, you know, slightly down on workers, but you would expect that. The army is looking good. You've got not lost pretty much anything so far. Units lost four workers and a marine is nothing. So yeah, I mean it's looking like a decent map from Tier. Obviously, the back base again will be easier to secure if he wants to. So there we go. Some Zerglings coming in here. Gonna possibly take out that tank, are they? Nope, nope. They're all gonna be turned into roast Zergling. Nope. The tank is gonna be saved. So yeah, it's very good positioning on that ramp there. I'm not sure how deliberate that was, but yeah. And here we see why Marauders are so good against roaches. They outrange them, they can slow them down, and basically you can just stay out of range and not get hit by the roach and remove them from the equation entirely. So yeah, really well done from Tier. There's really no way into this base here. it's a very narrow choke point there, so it should be fine. And as we were saying, that tier is securing the third base down here. I think that's a very good choice. You're obviously under pressure at the front, so you don't really want to be defending too many different locations. So just defend this choke point here. You're going to be on 3 bases. You're going to be able to build up a nice army. You're going to be fine. Not going to be a problem there. There's no way these Zerglings are getting in. Again, 43 workers for tier, so probably not saturating everything. Probably do with addition of a few there. Oh. That changeling didn't like there. That's one thing bots have a great advantage over normal humans, is like they see changelings immediately. They know what's going on. But yeah, so a good defense here, although the unsieging of the tanks is maybe not as advisable as it seems to work out though. So what do I know? Tier knows better than me. Yeah. So now building a 4th base, and quite honestly with this, I think unless we have a major misstep from tier now, it's going to be very very tier favoured game, put it that way. Which may well drop us into a game 5, guys. We may have like a game 5 in this best of 5 decider series. You know. So who was it in chat who was saying that tier was just making things a bit more exciting? I think you might have been right. The efficiency we see here from tier is just like crazy. I mean, let's just have a look. 5,000. That's what, like almost 10 to 1 there, and 0 gas units lost from tier. That's crazy. That's like, yeah. Wow, that's a crazy situation. 0 gas units lost from tier in this game. Wow. Yeah. So, I think is obviously building up the army, and we know tier is not going to really put on a lot of pressure until he gets close to that 200 mark. So hopefully that will be coming up pretty soon. Another attack coming in here, mainly Hydras. Going into the natural. I think we're going to get cornered here. Oh no. So tier does lose his first gas unit though, so I guess that's something. But these Hydras aren't really going to do a lot. They're going to get taken down by the tanks and the Marauders there. Yeah, Marauders are such a powerful unit. I do love them. Tier was saying just that maybe game 5 will be a tie. I mean, like, I guess could we have a 13 bot tournament? It's something we did consider. So, I mean, I don't know how we'd do that. Let's hope it's not a tie anyway. Oh, so a lot of workers coming out here to fight and getting taken down, but this army from Phantom, it's just not really the army you need here. Just throw in some lurkers with this, and it's very difficult as Zerg to face down the kind of army that that tier has. I mean, you need to get those Broodlords up. Get some caster units in there, like Vipers would be good, just to drag the tanks out into your batch there. So, but it doesn't look like Phantom's going to get a lot of caster units, so which is what would be really fun in this situation. So yeah. So there are a few more units going down now. It's not as clean and efficient as it has been in previous games. Also, again, these Hydras are going to get cornered. That wasn't the worst attack there from Phantom, I don't think. But Phantom again on how many bases? 6 bases, sorry. Yeah, so oh no, this Hydra. Oh, what were you doing? I just like, wait, I've forgotten my friends! And just walk straight in there. Oh no, 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 don't walk in there. Don't, oh! That was not what I had in mind for you. You were destined for, well, Hydraness. I was going to say destined for greatness, but they're a Hydra, so yeah. And up to 5 bases now. So Tier is actually not too far behind on bases as well as PhantomBot. Like, and although PhantomBot, yes, is mining more minerals at the moment, then given the efficiency of Tier, I don't think that's going to last long. So maybe when those Broodlords come out, that's possibly the sign that that PhantomBot can have a bit more success as it was in Game 2, but he needs to get those out pretty soon. There is a Spire in production, so I think that's yeah. But so it's going to be a little while before this Broodlord's going to come out, and Tier's about to hit 199 supply, which is the signal for him to go and see what he can do across the other side of the map. So I think that's going to happen very, very soon. So there we go. This poor Hydra here thought he was going to have his own alone time on the base. Sadly not, my friend. Tier is going to come across the map now. Yeah, so all those ghost snipes are just ripping through all of these Hydras. And it looks like we've got a couple of Broodlords morphing now. All the ghosts are going to be taken down here. So wait, if PhantomBot can take out all these ghosts and then bring in some Broodlords, that's going to give him a real chance. We know the Broodlords are on the way. I don't know where. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Oh wait, no, sorry, we are still waiting on the Greater Spire, so the Broodlords are actually a little way off, and this Natural is going to get taken down. Sorry, I missed it. Something from Broodlord Cascoon, it wasn't. So yeah, the Natural's gone now. This third base location here is going to be taken out pretty easily. So the Ghosts are going to get taken down. But this this line of tank there is pretty much unplayable for PhantomBot. While saying that, those tanks are going down slightly. But yeah, PhantomBot doesn't have a lot of workers left, and just 38 army supply. And no Broodlords as of yet. Does he have a greater? I don't think he has a Greater Spire. So without Broodlords, I think PhantomBot is dead. Yeah. And yeah, so I am going to call it here. With no Greater Spire, nothing really, and no real army there. GG, we are going to have an ace match, guys. We're going to go to a game 5. It's funny how things work out, but this is for the entry into the tournament. This is it, this is before we even get to the tournament game, guys. So, and we have excitement already. So this is going to be fun. Just this location here. And there we go, GG. Alright, we're up to game 5, guys. Are you ready? We're not even at the tournament yet. We are having ace matches and in best of 5s. This is a good sign for the tournament. If we get this kind of thing in the main tournament, we're going to be having a lot of fun. And I can tell you our last match is on Stargazers. We are going to be going in just a sec. So yeah, in our game 5, up in the top right, as the Terran, it is Tier. And up at the top left, our Zergbot, PhantomBot, come from 2-0 up and looking to secure that final win. Can Tier get the reverse sweep, guys? We are very close to finding out. I think we're going to be seeing something very similar than what we had before. I could be wrong. But yeah, let's see how we go. Again, it's always fun trying to find something to talk about during the early stages of the game when nothing's really doing anything. But some of the best casters in the game always find something, which is good. But yeah, it is game 5, the ace match. And yep, gonna have the 3 supply depots here. So again, one thing Phantom doesn't want to see is like those supply depots up when he arrives, because at that point he'll just congregate somewhere down over here, I guess, and get fried. So yeah, do not want to see that. Yeah, so in the another thing we were talking about earlier in the ladder channel was possibility of doing the next tournament, not this one, but the one after, as a Swiss style tournament. Which, if you don't know, Swiss style tournament, we'll probably be doing that. It's basically where you don't have set pairings of groups. You basically decide each player plays the bot nearest to them in the standings after each round, and then after a certain number of rounds, probably 4, we will figure out who's got the best seedings and put them into a bracket format. The advantage of that is that all the bots don't know who they'll be facing after the first round, so everything it really shoves snipes out the window and doesn't really allow for that kind of thing. So that's all sort of like gives the best bots an advantage to just prepare for anything really, rather than preparing specifically for their opponents. So we'll probably see how that works out for the next tournament, I think, and see how people like it. All right, we'll see. PhantomBot, are your roaches going to do for you what they have done in previous games and die heroically? Or is Tia just going to slap that back? Slap those roaches down. But again, as I was saying, the thing about these roach attacks is not necessarily to do severe damage. It's to keep Tia where he is, to stop him from expanding. So it's looking okay here. If you can get a few workers, it's 1 down, 2. If we can get 3 or 4 workers here, I think that's probably a good shout for him. And is that worker going to go down? Alright, so in terms of losses, 4 workers for Tier. Not too bad. Yeah, so the other thing is we do have this base here, which is the middle base at the top on this map. Tyr made good advantage of the back base in the last map. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do it this time because we don't know if he's got logic in to mine those minerals. But obviously that's a good idea. These Zerglings again, gonna not die heroically. Ah, okay. Scaredy Zerglings. Using up all the APM and doing nothing. That's what Zerglings are for, right? They use all your APM and do absolutely nothing. Unless you just A-move them in. Oh, now they're going for the attack, and we're going to have roast Zergling for lunch, dear boys. Poor Zerglings. I do feel sorry for them. Oh, Ravager now walking in. That's not the best place for the Ravager to be. Stand back a bit, launch your artillery. Ravager does go down. And there we have the shuffling of these supply depots. We've seen sort of like Micro Machine when he kind of like shuffles these supply depots around. It's like they keep going up and down, up and down, up and down. It's quite fun. So now the command center. This might not be the best idea straight into the Zergling swarm, but yeah, okay. The Zerglings are going to back off respectfully. Fair choice there, I guess. There's a lot of army up here. But again, Tyr securing that second base is definitely one of the big things in this game. So that's looking good for him. So I think if Phantom was to launch an attack now, you'd probably be able to do some serious damage to this base here. And looks like what he's about to do. So nice timing there from PhantomBot. I think the tanks are kind of out of position. So if this just streams in here, you'd probably get most of the workers and at least get the CC to take off. A bunch of workers going down there. Tyr down to 22 workers now. CC getting rather low. The Ravager could do some serious damage here with the bile. Have you got the bile? Oh. Yeah, so it's a good attack there. Took out a bunch of workers. Got the CC to lift off as well. Some more worker kills there for PhantomBot, and is he going to be able to take down this CC? I think he is. Oh, this is not looking good for Tyr. He needs to secure that second base. Now he does have a second base up in the top left that's building. So that's a good sign for him. But he does need to stop this army. Yeah, it's just a bit too open, this natural for him, I think, to defend properly. I don't know why he didn't move his tanks down there originally, but I think... Yeah, one thing you don't want to be doing is losing all these Zerglings as PhantomBot though. That's those tanks are getting good value. Like 24 kills, 42 kills. Yeah, 42 kills on that siege tank is crazy. But That's one hero siege tank. 47 going up. Now, there is still hope. He does have 2 bases and is starting to amass a reasonable sized army now, Tier. So, you know, this isn't over by a long shot, but you'd have to say at the moment Phantom is very much favoured. Even though Phantom doesn't seem to know how to clear these minerals. So again, the danger you'd see here is what happens when PhantomBot gets those Broodlords. There doesn't seem to be the ghosts out. Ghosts are starting to be made. Again, you'd need quite a few of them, and obviously backed up by Hellions to clean the Broodlings. So, but if Phantom can restrict Tier to these 2 bases, then it's going to be very difficult for Tier to deal with what Phantom has. But Phantom is doing a good job of just staying out of range of those tanks and making sure that he doesn't get shelled to death. Now a bit of a move out from Tyr. Oh, and they're just standing back. This army needs to go in. If it doesn't go in, it's just going to get massacred. So, not sure if this means Tyr wants to secure the 3rd base here. But he did clear up a fair bit of the army, I think, so that's good. I don't know why he's retreating and coming back. This is not a good move out. I think PhantomBot is going to be able to clean this up, is he? No! PhantomBot's getting pushed back. Yeah, so Tyr is able to secure this location, for now at least. PhantomBot coming in again, taking out that Liberator, that's big. It's just these tanks now that are really keeping him in that, and that Liberator at the top. But this army is going to get cleaned up, so that's step 1 from Tyr now. So he needs a base down here. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's out of minerals at his main, and the natural is still going pretty well. But he does need to get a 3rd base out, and he's got one there. He's moving down, so that's good. And up to a fair amount of army supply now, so I think if he can secure a 3rd, he's got a good chance. This Liberator is coming down to secure this area here, but I feel like the PhantomBot could have taken that out if he'd have wanted to. Maybe a bit too much. The cost was a bit too much, so. And now with all that army there, Tyr is going to push this back. No Spire as of yet from PhantomBot, I don't believe. Oh, no infestation pit being built. Yeah, so no Spire. We will see how things go when Phantom does get a Spire. I think Tyr doesn't quite know how to clear the creep though, is the problem here. Oh wait, he does. Yep, he has cleared the creep. That's good. Yeah, so I think he's going to be building a CC here as soon as that creep recedes. So it's just that little one bit of creep there. What is that one bit of creep there staying? There we go. So CC on the way, 4th base. Is Phantom somehow stuck? Like, he's... He doesn't seem to be mining much gas is the problem with Phantom at the moment. So it's very much gas starved. No, it doesn't look like Phantom's stuff. I mean, the problem here is he hasn't got enough gas to be able to supply the army that he wants to make. And obviously, I think he'd do well making a few more hatcheries. I think that's something he's done on previous games, and maybe just not here. I don't know why. There's just that single mineral field there. I don't know. Is somehow this mineral field stopping him from making a hatchery, and he's somehow stuck? I don't know. Not because PhantomBot by this time normally has about 5 or 6 hatcheries. Yeah. And looking at the APM, we currently have 90,000 APM, and it's probably all just trying to get into this hive here, and it's like, no, let me in, let me in, let me in. But no, you cannot fit 30 hydras into a hive. I'm sorry. So the spire is going up now. Yeah, again, Tyr clearing out the creep. Oh, so the hydras have stopped trying to get into the hive and decided, no, we need to get into the CC instead. Which is now a planetary fortress, actually, so yeah, this is going to be interesting. Lots of snipes there onto the hydras. Oh god, those ghosts are just absolutely destroying that army. Wow. Those ghost snipes are absolutely destroying those hydras. That's a crazy, crazy snipe. Oh. And it looks like Tyr is going to start moving across. Got 192 supply. And normally when this happens, Tyr has only ever won games. So looking good for Tyr at the moment. Oh, those ghosts are just absolutely wrecking the face. Yeah, gonna take out the natural here. And Phantom only has 3 bases. Like, previous maps, Phantom's had like 4, 5, 6 bases. There is a Greater Spire there, so we might see a couple of Broodlords coming out. But yeah, Phantom is very much gas-starved. The natural's gone, the main's gone, and I think Tyr may be making his way into the tournament, guys. 28 armies supplied to 123. I am calling this. Tyr, congratulations. We will see you in the tournament. Phantom, a very well made bot. I'm very sorry not to see you in the tournament. It's obviously, unfortunately, there can only be one though. But yeah, it's a very, very well made bot. Thank you very much for submitting it and putting it on the ladder. Unfortunately, there can only be one. Congratulations, Tyr. You will make your way into the tournament. So yeah, congratulations to Tyr. So that completes the lineup for the tournament. Let's have a look at where that leaves our tournament contenders. So one sec. Okay, so this is the seeding. Eris, Micro Machine, Ketrock, Benbot BC, Sharkbot, Zozo, Xena, Caninana, Dominion Dog, Sharpened Edge, Nikolaj. I mean, I can't remember how you pronounce it. I'm going to say Nikolagi for the moment, or Nikolaj. That'll do. And Tyr, of course. So now we are going to draw into groups, and I'm going to find my tin. Where was the tin? I had the tin a minute ago. One sec. I'm sure my cat has been playing with it as well. 1 second. It was over the back there somewhere. I can't find my tin. I had it here a minute ago. I'm sure I put it down somewhere. Ah, there it is. It's by my feet, where I left it specifically because I knew exactly where I would be able to find it. Okay, so we have bunnies. Let me show you the bunnies in the tin. Oh, if you can see that. No, you can't, can you? There's a tin, and it has bunnies. Each of these bunnies has a number written on it, and they number from 1 to 12. So let me grab all of these now, and we will split the seedings into groups of 4. So the first 4 will be drawn first, followed by the second 4, and then finally by the last 4. So to start the draw off, we have Eris, Micro Machine, Ketrock, and BenBot BC. Which will be numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there is number 4, which will be BenBot BC. Number 1, which will be Eris. Number 3, which will be Ketrock. And number 2, which will be Micro Machine. So there we have it, guys. See, and pick out one of these, and it is a number 2. So group 1 will feature Micro Machine. Okay, so pick out another one, which I'm then going to drop on the floor. Oh Christ! Sorry. This is not the way the draw is supposed to happen, by the way. I'm not supposed to drop all these bunnies on the floor, but they do like to escape occasionally. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll find... Oh, there it is. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. It escaped over there. That was number 3. You'll have to just feel that. So that is Ketrock that is going into Group B. Okay. Right. Next up is number 1. That's Eris going into Group C. And finally, we have number 4, which is BenBot BC, which will be going into Group D. So that concludes the first round of the groups. Okay. Next, I need to find number 5, 6, 7, and 8, which is number 5, which is SharkBot. Number 6, which is Zozo. Number 7, which is Xena. And number 8, which is Kaninana. We're seeing a big improvement in Kaninana actually in the recent times. So, all right. So let's pick a random one out of here. I pick you. This is number 7, going into Group A. So he will be Micro Machine and Xena. Next up. Okay. Is number 8, which is Kaninana. It goes into Group B with Ketrock. And third up, it's number 6. That is Zozo. Goes into a group with Eris. Those two met before, I think, in the last tournament. So a nice rematch there. And finally, we have number 5, which is SharkBot. Wait, yes, 5 is SharkBot. So that goes into the group with BenBot BC in D. Right. Okay, 1 second. And next up we have number 10, number 11, number 12, and number 9. Okay, so 9 being Dominion Dog, 10 being Sharpened Edge, 11 being Nikolai, and 12 being Tia. Okay, give me 1 second, apologies. Right. Okay, our first contender, number 10. That goes into Group A, along with Eris. Sorry, Group A is Micro Machine and Xena, and now finishes up with Sharpened Edge. Okay, 1 second, put this out of line for a second. There we go, right. Okay, so next up is number 12, going into Group B with Kaninana, Ketrock, and now Tia. That's going to be a fun group, guys. Okay, so number 11 is up next. That's Nikolai. That's our new entrant. Going into a group with Micro Machine and Zozo. A bit of a baptism of fire there. And that finally leaves, of course, number 9, which is Dominion Dog. And that goes into a group with Sharkbot and BenBot BC. Well, that concludes our group draws, guys. Let me just put that into the thing first. So we have Micro Machine, Xena, and Sharpened Edge in Group A. And then in Group B, we have Ketrock, Kaninana, and Tia. And then Group C is going to be Micro Machine, Zozo. Sorry, Group C is going to be Eris, Zozo, and Nikolai. So if I've spelled that right. Oh no, sorry, I haven't. And Group D is going to be BenBot BC, Sharkbot, and Dominion Dog. So that's going to be a fun one. All right, give me 1 sec. Right, I will put that up for you guys now. So there we have it. As we were saying, some interesting groups there. I'm looking forward to Micro Machine and Xena. Sharpened Edge, I think, would probably be the underdog in that group. Apologies there, guys. I think my headphones just run out of battery. Hopefully you can hear me now. I hate it when that happens. It's the worst thing with like remote headphones, wireless headphones, that they run out of batteries every now and again. I really should do that. So yeah, so as I was saying, Micro Machine and Xena, I think, would be the favourites in that group. Sharpened Edge, a bit of an underdog, but can obviously pull out a surprise. Group B, Kaninana, Ketrock, and Tia. Tia always produces something cool for tournaments. Kaninana has improved so much recently. That's going to be something I'm really looking forward to seeing. Ketrock is Ketrock. I mean, Ketrock has to be the favourite for that group. Kaninana and Tia, I think it could go either way. Eris, Zozo, and Nikolai, Nikolog or whatever. Obviously, again, Eris is going to be massive favourite for that. And Nicola, how is your worker rush defense? I hope it's good. But the really interesting group here is Benbot BC, Sharkbot, and Dominion Dog. That could really go anyway, and I don't know which way it's going to go. Like, Benbot BC always shows up for tournaments. Sharkbot has been really strong for a long while, and Dominion Dog always capable of doing something cool in tournaments. That's going to be a great group to watch. Okay, authors, you have until next Thursday to submit your updates for the first round. I wish you all the very best of luck. We will see you here in a week, just over a week and a half, or actually a week and 2 days, for the first round of groups. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.